Let's have a look at the bracket, because confirmation then, as you can see, Argentina are going to play in the quarterfinals against either Switzerland or Colombia. They play a little bit later on today. Argentina through once again to the last 8. Time now for the superior player of the match, sponsored by Michelob Ultra.
Who is going to be?
I think it's that man. He scored the equaliser, 83rd minute. His 8th goal of the tournament. He's missed 2 penalties as well, let's not forget. Look at that's the celebration Alexi was talking about. His record-setting run at this World Cup. Simply, what on earth would they do without him? Welcome inside our studio, Rebecca Lowe, Thierry Henry, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, too.
Rebecca, what's going on? No.
I know, I've said it about 2,500 times.
I have this aura, but
I know. I was going to say 2 of Messi's former teammates as well, and Alexi Lalas. Alexi, you're going to start us off, because before this game, lovely embrace between the 2 stars, and so much happened. You go.
Yeah, Egypt didn't get the script, and so they said, no, we're going to take the lead here. Ibrahim, wonderful ball into the box, and he gets some good power on it, and you say, wait a second, is something crazy yet again happening at the World Cup? I know Messi's shaking his head and saying, that's not what is supposed to happen here. And so Argentina said, well, not so fast, because we're going to go down the other end here and try to get this back and restore our good name. That's a foul, all right? It's a penalty. And Hassan takes down Tagliafico, and so it's a penalty. And so what's going to happen? Obviously, Messi's going to step up and put this in the back of the... Wait a second! No! Denied! Talk about not going to script. My goodness. So now we get the sense that maybe something special is happening here. And what else do we got here? Oh, my goodness.
What a save. What a save. As you're going to see here, Julian Alvarez trying to score, but the goalkeeper was on fire, and Tagliafico cannot believe it. And then, guys, we were in a very famous now avocado room, and we looked at it as it happened just like now. What a run. Outstanding. And what a pass from Mo Salah. And then Zico, funny enough, scoring against Argentina, but for Egypt. But they went back to check if it was a foul. They actually thought it was a foul, so the goal was disallowed. And then Zico was like, oh yeah, really? You're going to take it out? Well, all right. Let me put it 2-0. Again, Zico scoring against Argentina before Egypt. Boom! 2-0. And then the little man got upset. Put the ball in the box, but what a header from Romero. Please have a look, because there is not a lot in the cross, but the way he rotated his neck there to be able to score was outstanding. 2-1.
And the little man was not satisfied with his assist. Look at this shot, boom, boom. But look at this celebration. He doesn't jump one time. And look at this second, bam. Bam. This was a different celebration. You could see a lot of emotions behind that. Anger, happiness, everything you can put in there. And it goes in. And he's the top scorer of the World Cup. And then you're gonna see something beautiful here. Look at this pass. 1. Lautaro Martinez brings it with him. He waits. Normally he waits for Messi, but he makes a surprise. Who shows up? Enzo Fernandez. What a header. Put the ball where it comes from, because the goalkeeper will make a movement where the ball goes. Then you're going to put him on the wrong foot, wrong balance, and put it back where it came from. Look at this header. Amazing. Finally, somebody else helping Messi to get the win. Beautiful episode. Look how emotional Messi is. And look how angry Salah is. Or maybe not.
Just getting his teammates away, I think, with their disappointment at the end, but that's what we've been talking about.
Look what it means for Leo.
Yeah, the emotion on his face. The first player in World Cup history to score in 6 straight knockout matches. And what a comeback then. From 2-0 down with 11 minutes left on the clock to win 3-2. Tom Brady wading in. Yep, that might top my 28-3, which was also, by the way, against the Atlanta Falcons, the home stadium where we've been watching the football today. Wow, what a story. Another incredible match at this 2026 World Cup. We're going to take you back over there, guys.
It was absolutely incredible to be in this stadium to witness what we have just seen there, because as you guys have pointed out, with just over 10 minutes of this match to go, Argentina, the defending champions, Messi, they were heading home, they were on their way, but then somehow they have managed to turn this around. What a comeback, Javier. How on earth did Argentina do that?
I mean, with that passion, Clarence and I were talking about off cameras, not this passion, this grit, this never give up for this team. You know, we can see their fans, you know, they're still singing, they're still celebrating. What we felt over there watching the game, it was like, regardless of the 2-0, the supporters were feeling that they might come back, you know, and yeah, they were coming, the goals were coming, but I think a substitution that it was very important, Clarence, of this game.
Very important, and you said it all, that the heart that this team has shown when they won the World Cup. The same thing I'm seeing here in Lautaro Martinez. We were calling it. They needed something different. Alvarez was a bit all over the place. We needed a bit more experience, somebody who could think about the game and add value to what Messi generally does as an architect. And of course, he's celebrating here with his fans. They waited a lot of time here on the pitch, right, Jules, to celebrate with the fans. And I mean, it's emotional. Yes. It's very emotional. Also because if we go back now to Egypt, what a match they played.
Oh, wow.
Incredible.
Yeah.
What a match they played.
How big is that decision now when we look back at it to disallow that
huge.
goal?
I think it's huge, and this doesn't go in favor of Egypt, obviously, or against Argentina. It's just a very harsh, in my point of view, you know, play over there that, yeah, they went, they reviewed it, they said it was a call. For me, it's very soft, even not a foul, but it's part of the game you need to play. What surprised us the most, it was that regardless of that call, Egypt said, okay, let's play, let's keep playing, and then they scored the second goal in another very good counter-attack.
And then we cannot even blame Egypt on anything what happened. I mean, the goals were just quality goals of Argentina. Congratulations. Yeah, so, I mean, look at the third goal. Alvaro Martinez, Lautaro Martinez, that gets the ball from another striker who went in his own box to get the ball from Salah. One ball up front, waiting for that moment, and then a quality header.
Mo Salah, when he came over and saw you on the full-time whistle, did he have any words? What did he say?
I think he just said, hi, thank you, and we were just saying that he did amazing, what a run, and not only about his career, and then as well, I wish him luck in his next chapter of his career.
What a player, and you imagine he'll still have another World Cup to come.
Yeah, well, for sure, and I mean, I said just how proud I am, how he conducts himself.
What a gentleman,
pitch, off the pitch. He's a gentleman, he's amazing. Salah really deserves all the credits.
All right, guys, well, as you can hear in this stadium, there is still so much noise going on here, Rebecca.
Jules, thank you. So Argentina through to the quarterfinals for the 5th time in the past 6 World Cups, still alive in their title defence. They await the winner then.
You know there's going to be extra time. You can have all the talent in the world, but that fight and desire that we've seen from Argentina, fantastic.
That's the thing with them. Like I said to Roy, I said, Roy, this is over now. What was we, 70-odd minutes?
Yeah, 79.
And he said, it's never, Roy said it's not over. But like the fact is that you're scared to play this team because you don't know when they're done.
Let's have a look at the disallowed goal.
Yes,
I think it's really important. We've highlighted it, how we want to compare the fact that that goal was allowed with this one. And it's 1-0 at this stage, remember. Zico does go and make it 2-0. And look how far back it is. Christina explained it extremely well why VAR disallowed it, because Martinez was trodden on. It's not the shirt pull, it's trodden on. And she says this is essentially the same phase of the game.
Yes.
But I mean, any further back will be in the previous World Cup.
If we're going to start disallowing great goals and goals like that for that kind of incident, and we're going back that far, is that what VAR was for? Is that what we brought it in for?
Do we want to re-referee the game to that degree?
That's a long way to go, Poogs. That's a long way for Argentina to kind of redeem themselves in that situation there.
Yeah, I have got to be honest, I'm with you a bit on that.
Yeah, I'm torn on it because it's definitely a foul on Martinez, but then we've just probably seen a goal that could have competed with Cape Verde's goal the other day. It was one of the great goals that we've seen disallowed, but it was a foul on Martinez. Yeah, it's a long way.
What about Mo's then, Gal?
No, look, I get it, and look, there he is, he's being thrown around, but
it must be his birthday as well, isn't it? The birthday bumps.
Would they have disallowed an Argentina goal like that?
Unlikely.
Yeah.
Well,
that hangs in the air,
we
doesn't
go
it?
back to football last 30, 40, 50. Yeah, sometimes the bigger teams do seem to get the benefit of these decisions. But it shouldn't take away from what Argentina have also have achieved here. You're 2-0 down with 10, 11 minutes to go, injury time. So, no, I'm giving all the credit to Argentina. Yeah, decisions can go on far against you. And then again, a lot of the big teams seem to get the benefit of these decisions.
I hope
what
they
they
don't drop
achieved
him.
and the quality of the goals.
Could you imagine if they dropped him?
I mean, they're chucking him quite high up in the air, aren't they?
Quite a small fella.
Roy, Ian, why do you think he was crying uncontrollably at the end of the game? It's interesting that from him.
I think when these guys play, and again we go back to the football, and Messi has it, and these great players we saw. Football's an emotional game. We can't forget that. These players aren't robots. And again, Messi will be going stuff the pressure. He's missed a penalty. Yeah. He's think the team. It's a big shock to lose to Egypt. And these affect these great players.
Yeah. It's a sliding doors moment of what might have been. It might have been the last 10 minutes of his international career.
And remember, like Gary mentioned just quickly, about what it means to Messi and what it means to those Argentinian fans for Messi and the pressure that Messi's under and why he's crying and why he leads them out, what he means to them.
Right, well, we're going to take a break and then we will do the other goals as well that we haven't seen. Some terrific goals in there. Let's look at the Egyptian goal, Gary, which is a really good header. Even if they're defending, you've got a query mark over Martinez and what he's doing here.
Yeah, I'm surprised because he's usually the best, actually. Because of his size, he's very aware of being body-to-body and touch tight. He puts a great delivery into the back post. But you just watch him here. He's close. He's sort of wrestling with that Ibrahim, and then all of a sudden he just steps off him, and I think he might just be thinking about stepping up for offside with the rest in line. But just watch him. He's quite tight. He's tight, and that's what he does. He's very good at it. And then he just switches off for a split second. Maybe he thinks that they're going to push up. But it's a great delivery, great header, and look, gives Egypt a fighting chance here.
Yeah, when the ball goes in there, sometimes who really wants to win it? Brilliant header.
Yeah, it is. He's heading it back where it's come from as well. He's just got on the right side of him. He's just got a good... Just head it back where it's come from.
Yeah. And puts them 1-0 up. Right, so Lionel Messi, for all his brilliance, misses another penalty. It's the second he's missed at this World Cup. That's an unwanted record. When we have a look at it, it's very well created. You like the Messi pass?
Yeah, I do. Even though you're thinking that you don't want it to be dropping too deep. But even this pass here just takes a few players out of the game. Lovely way to pass, and obviously poor defender. He's not aware of what's around him. Obviously clever to just get the touch on it and then the penalty. And to be fair, we're watching it here in Wright. We didn't fancy him.
No.
I know his record obviously is not great. No. And again, Ali's mentioned there, for a great player like Messi, almost lacking that belief in himself. It's amazing.
So he's missed half the penalties he's taken in the World Cup. That excludes penalty shootouts.
Yeah.
Gary, doesn't someone have to take penalties? We've tied it up, given the views on why the second Moroccan goal was disallowed. Let's have a look at the one which did count, which seemed, for all the money in the world, as if it was going to lead Morocco to a very famous win. And I'm happy to admit it, because Ian's just reminded me off there. With the speed at which they broke, I said, well, that's because Argentina's legs are giving out on them, Ian. They showed.
I know.
That was an amazing break, this.
It was. I thought that I didn't think Mo was going to get it to him, but this was the skill here from Hassan. That's fantastic bit of skill from Hassan, and in the finish, obviously he's not going to miss from there. But again, look, Gal, you're talking about the centre halves, and he was thinking about the centre halves.
You watch Romero and Martinez, and they're the best, worst centre halves in the world. You watch them; they give goals away constantly, but they don't care about giving goals away, because then they'll score goals at the other end, and they have massive personalities, and they keep going. Look, at that point in the game, you think Argentina are hanging on for dear life. They're fighting for their lives. And it's Romero's part of that comeback. You know what I mean? Why is he there? You always ask the question, why is Martinez scoring in the last game? Why is Romero there? Because, you know something, they don't give in, and they fight, and they fight, and
putting centre-halves, when you're 2-0 down with 11 minutes to go, putting a centre-half up front's not unusual, is it?
No, of course it's not. Yeah. But it's his movement. It's obviously brilliant delivery. His movement's like a striker. He just pins off the back of the defender. Yeah, poor defending. They're trying to hold a high line. But his movement and his timing, it's like a top-class striker. Yeah. Absolutely fantastic. We go back that desire to try and get back in the game. The goalkeeper's got to do better here. The goalkeeper's got to do better here. I know it's close to him, but once they got this goal, you're feeling one of the biggest words in sport, momentum.
Yes.
And the momentum changed in the stadium with the players, with the Argentina players, and obviously with the Egyptian players. They now look, we're up against it.
Is there a sense of dread? You've been in that situation. Do you think, oh no, we know what's coming?
You know something, Mark, is if you're losing 2-0 and you get one back and you're a top team with great experience, honestly, you feel like the walls are going to cave in for the opposition. You can smell it, the anxiety in the crowd, your own crowd are with you. And, Joe, as soon as Argentina got one, you just knew it was inevitable.
And it's. I want you three to talk us through the technique here of Messi. Ian, start with you. The Messi technique.
Well, the only thing, once it's come to him, he's not rushing anything. He's making sure his knee's over that. People will say, yeah, well, look how close he is. But no, there's a man coming towards him. He's got to make sure he gets a good strike on it. And he's not slashed at it. Look at it. Watch it here better. Look at him. Look. Clean.
Brilliant.
That is what I'm saying. People just say, yeah, of course he's going to eat like that. But that's a technique. That's
that body shape as well. Absolutely. To get over it as much as possible.
To make sure you keep it low, because the goal, like Roy was saying, the keeper maybe could have done better. But the fact is that he's made the keeper make a save. He's put it on.
But even the way he walked onto it, he didn't get too giddy when he came back. Obviously, it was lovely touch back to him. All these little details, his feet and the technique, and you're thinking, whatever's these great players, I'm going to hit the target. Yeah, keeper gets a hand to it. But again, the momentum was all with Argentina.
That little nudge back to him means he's got to get that pattern right, hasn't he? It'd be very easy to be out of kilter.
But that's what they do constantly. They don't get ahead of it. He's not stretching for it. It's the little details. It's the timing. It's the football intelligence. The guy's a genius. He's like a professor of the game.
Can they win the World Cup again?
I said they couldn't last time. Do you know something, Mark? Look, when you watch them against Cape Verde, you watch them against Egypt, and they're not the two best teams in the competition, you think there is no way that this team can continue to go on riding their luck the way in which they are and coming back the way in which they are.
That's not luck, though, Gary. That's not luck. That's not luck.
No, but they are riding their luck. But
it's not luck.
How's it luck to score 3 goals?
If you give away 2 goals, in games, in knockout games, you're riding your luck because you have to score 3 every time.
No. England conceded 2 the other night, but if you scored 3 goals a game,
but this team have got a spirit that is very difficult to beat, and they don't give in. So that is something you've got to contend with. But I can't believe they're going to get through every game like this. They're not playing well enough. But there's a but.
Yeah, but Gal, if they do go to that, do you?
What do you think they can win it?
Yeah, I do. And the reason why I do is because I'm afraid of them. I'm afraid of them because when they go up, they're not beaten. You've got to.
I think they could get through that half of the draw.
Of course they can.
Definitely.
I think they definitely get through that half of the draw.
The best team don't always win the World Cup. You don't have to be the best. But if you've got Messi, you've got fight and desire, gives you a hell of a chance.
If France don't win it, they will have let themselves down badly against an Argentina in the final. If Argentina were to get there.
Technically, yeah.